What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today we'll be talking about speed. I covered this topic on the first week of the release already, but that was too general, so in this one here we'll focus on the guard parts. There's a lot of confusion now in some players that will they prioritize speed or acceleration. So with this one, I'll give you more insights to help you decide. So now let's get right into it. So first, let's have a quick recap on how speed works this year. So after playing around with it, here are the things that I found out. First one, it doesn't touch your dribbling speed. And here you can see that's 25 and 99, and there's no reasonable gap. Next one, its main use is your movement off ball. And in terms of sprints, here's the graph. 27 to 45 is pretty useless. Then from 45 to midpoint, it starts to pick up. Then from midpoint to 81, it's still decent, but it dropped for a bit. And from 81 to 99, I made another batch of tests, and it's linear, meaning you can push it to max, you can still get a good boost. This is only for sprints though. And by the way, for big man builds, here's your graph. And just for some additional info, here's the gap between same speed rated big and small build. It means that naturally, smaller builds are faster. The biggest change on speed is your lateral movement part. Last year, it was tied up to your lateral quickness, which is equal to your perimeter defense. Now, everything is tied up to your speed. So that puts a lot more value to your speed rating this year. And to justify more that high speed rating is worth it, I tested for 81 to 99 speed, and let's see how the flow in terms of lateral quickness. And in here you can see it is linear, which is a good sign because it means that high value speed rating is really worth it, because there's no drop. Now for the next one, I think one of the biggest confusion players have now is should they invest on Axle to get high upgrade speed booster, or they can just rely on speed rating and drop their Axle, because there are a lot of players that are not really convinced on the acceleration boost. And here you can see that's a 74 point gap. And now for my recommendation, for me personally, if you're really an ISO type player, I really suggest to max speed and acceleration. I just believe that even though the boost is not that much, you'll be using those two the whole time. Unlike some other stat that there could be some games that you don't use it that much, like steals or whatever. Let's say you drop your Axle, then what stat do you think you'll put points instead? But again, it still depends, and that's just my rough recommendation. So if you really want to save points and you're not that ISO type of a player, and you're not really convinced with the Axle boost, and to answer the main question of this video, yes, speed over acceleration this year for me, if you really need to only choose one. So you can just get high speed and drop your Axle for a bit, but expect that your burst will be slower. It might not be that noticeable, but just know that it's not the same compared if you have it on max. So now going back to the main point of this video, which is speed. Now that speed is really more valuable, I recommend to max speed on all builds. You can see here, even on big man builds, up to 70, there's a decent boost, so there's no drop. So this year, I really recommend to max speed on all builds. So that's all for the video. Please let me know in the comment section what do you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.